Congratulations. You did.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
What? Oh. Nice draw.
Howdy, I've left my cave.
Hello.
Dude, we have to talk. Where'd you go? I looked away for a second. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's right there. I still see him.
I don't see anything.
Right.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. I think we met before. Probably.
This is,
No,
Riva?
I'm Riva. It's okay. It's fine. I'm sorry. On
What?
behalf of
Hey, not you. Don't apologize.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, no. No! Now you've caught me in a loop.
Don't apologize.
I mean, technically, Tiefling didn't do anything to me, and you're clearly a different person. You're a different color.
Thank you.
Dressed wise. So you said your name. What did you say your name was again? Sorry.
Riva. Riva.
Now, this is a weird question. Do you happen to be? Oh.
Yeah. You know Shavir too?
So weird thing happened a while ago. Shavir met old part compilement where you were kind of a part.
They're aware
old
of Tiefling.
Tiefling. Yeah. Tiefling didn't remember. Couldn't I guess couldn't scap that memory from you. And yeah, that's where we are.
Oh, okay.
That's how I know about you and Shavir. Did some investigation work myself, but
Oh man, yeah, we need to talk.
What?
What updates?
I'll
come hang out with you later, man. But like, we want to go fishing again?
Definitely.
I'll let you
you
hold
guys
on to my
went
fishing
fishing?
rod.
We did, yeah, but no,
I'll let you hold on to my
That's-
fishing rod.
definitely. I guess you guys have fun with your god talk. I'm gonna go say goodbye to my only child, I guess, and then, well, I'll
Sure.
see you in a few weeks whenever I figure myself out, so.
All right. So, there are two jegs.
There. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
A few weeks ago, I was doing my thing.
Has he returned?
Apparently, yeah, I've heard some whispers. But a few weeks ago, I was gonna deliver a note to Jeg from Tiefling, and then Jeg walked out of her house and was very different, and didn't know who I was. So then we talked a bit.
So how does that Jeg feel drop?
Complicated, but willing to help.
Like
the
help.
first thing I did was I got them to Solar, and was like,
Okay.
hey, listen, yeah.
So they're on board with the whole murder thing.
Yes. Also, I don't trust them. Like, as far as I can throw them.
Okay.
They're giving me some real, because like I saw them dressed up as normal Jag and walking around. By the way, they're missing an eye.
I think. Okay, that helps narrow. Okay, so you know about multiverse.
They're from
theory.
yeah.
Yeah. God, that universe sucks. And that universe is also why I wasn't a huge Draw fan from the beginning.
You know what happened before this one, kinda? Like, there's some, like, time dilation thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they've been here for a bit.
like the multiverse version.
Yeah, like DJ, as they have been referring to themselves, has been here since our draw woke up.
Huh.
So there's like a hole, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
my only experience with the multiverse has been communication. Like a talk with Omnis's Realm. I had another one of those recently. Hated it. And that's been my only form of communication between the multiverse. However, there are just 2 Jegs.
Yeah.
And 2 Tieflings and 2 fantasies.
Yeah. Travel's definitely possible. So
I send normal Jag away.
Oh.
We have like a week where we can kill draw. We can deal with this now.
Okay. So, 2 things. 1, do you have a way that guaranteed, like, no comebacks? Because let me tell you about my experience. Doom draw. It's kind of hard. That version of draw lost, and so it completely committed to the whole Horseman of Death thing. However, weird thing is I can't really die, right? So there's a lot of versions of me that exist throughout the multiverse, and that version of me specifically is kind of locked in to an eternal stalemate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because one, they're cheating one-shot bullshit. It's so annoying. Like, imagine you're playing a fighting game, right? And you're playing a character. You know,
Did Jake's parents start the Withering? A while ago, you told me Alexander was the name of someone who started it. I then asked that to Jeg, and Jeg said Alexander Avonwar was their dad. That wasn't enough to confirm the connection until I literally met Death, and he said, ask the Avonwar. They're the ones that started it.
So... Okay. How much... Okay. This is a story that's going to be very, very complicated to tell, but...
I am not going anywhere.
I assume. So, let's sit down. I am technically not much more than a golem. Except the only thing is I've been sort of rooted to this branch on the tree of multiverses, right?
Okay.
So I've been around for quite a bit. So when I do die, it's more like a rest where I'm forced to, where my soul goes through kind of a reset, right? I keep the memories, but I sort of have to detach the emotion from. That's where I've been for the past, let's say, 250 years. Maybe 260. Don't know the exact. So I've been... Actually, I can show you the grave. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's go.
Hold on, I have to send a text. Out of character.
Yeah, it's actually pretty close to... It's kind of ironic.
Right. Where are you?
Oh, where...
Oh, God.
What's up?
You were weirdly good at escaping my sight.
Sorry. Was it? Yeah, I think it's right here. Anyways, it's nothing crazy, but
Holy shit, okay.
the people who put me in the dirt were the Avenor. To be more precise, I was stabbed in the back, something that briefly interrupted my connection to this plane, and it allowed me to kind of die. Death couldn't really take my soul because there wasn't a soul there. It was like it was essentially like an EMP, and I had to rebuild the connection to main world in order for my body to continue working.
So you're like a simulacrum.
A bit, yeah.
Okay. That makes things a little bit easier to understand.
Think of it.
why
There's
is
medicine for pestilence. There's always empires always fall in terms of conquests. And for famine, well, I mean, we can always make food, but death isn't something that we figured out how to solve. It's, in my
The only
opinion,
solution
the
I know of
strongest
is-
of the four.
The only solution I know of is totems.
Yeah. Which is my solution to death, at least in this timeline, was. I made them, but the way I made them was we already slaughter pigs, cows for food, right?
Yeah.
So, but their life energy, that wasn't being put to use. So, logistically, I could not throw off the fucking balance of the universe by just putting the life energy from food that we were already making into the totem, right? Alexander and his partner, they stabbed me in the back and took the formula because I was the one who sort of kind of raised them. I taught them at least most of the science from the science perspective. It's technically, I guess one could say, in a roundabout way, it's my fault. But to be fair, I didn't raise them like to be an asshole. But
You just made the science. How people use it isn't up to you.
yeah.
Same shit that happened to Alexander Graham Bell.
But anyways, that led to where we are now. Alexander. So, you know how I knew about you? I don't know if you knew this, but I knew about Galateo. At least not that Galateo was weird. Because Galateo was essentially a totem for, I'm guessing, you, right?
Most likely.
So I can see where any totem is at. The reason I need to talk to Jeg is because a lot of totems appeared, all there at the same time. The only time I can't see them is when they're shrouded from me by some usually divine concealment or something, whatever, or or strong magic users. Yeah. But
Oh shit, that means you can see my vault.
yeah, I can.
Ah.
I mean, you could probably like beacon it up and I couldn't see it. Or do something. You could figure it out. But I already know the location, so you'd have to move it.
I mean, a lot of work, and you would have broken it already if you wanted something.
Yeah. But anyways, so the sun, moon, they go from west to east, right?
Yeah.
Well, for me, and when sailors, they're stuck, they look up in the sky and there's the North Star, so they use that to, find where they're going, right?
Yeah.
I I always know those two are because imagine there being just a second sun. Have you ever used waypoints? You know,
Whoa.
basically.
Okay, so hold on. So you can see totems wherever they are.
Yes.
The Withering happened 250 years ago.
Mhm.
So that means how many
no.
totems have they used?
What do you think? So I told you that I was simply taking the lives of pigs, right? What do you think happens when you start sapping, the lives of healthy, strong, young men and women fighting a war?
Oh.
And then you start taking life from the very planet itself. Yeah, you can see why Death and Iris were a little bit pissed about that. But Teth couldn't take Alexander. Why? Because currently they're sitting over there on the fucking somewhere south of here with a shit ton, with a metric actual fuck ton totems.
Oh my god.
It's like a second goddamn sun.
Does Jeg know?
That's what I want to ask you.
Okay, alright.
Now, the reason it took me 250 years is because 52 years was the sheer amount of rage. There are versions of me that have disconnected from, the whole line, the sort of internet that I have, or the web of knowledge that I have sort of coalesced throughout my many different versions, through the many different versions of me. But you see, there are a few that escaped that web out of just pure hatred. They can't stand to see a universe completely intact when my own is currently not that.
Okay.
Honestly, it's just me left. If I didn't plant myself here, you would never meet another job. I am basically forcing myself to remain in every universe at every point that I can, at least the ones that I can reach.
Alright. Okay.
But some of them get a little bit upset. But I consider myself at least a bit of a humanitarian. I don't wish to destroy this universe for the benefit of my own. And
I would prefer if you didn't.
Yeah, I would too if I lived somewhere. I wouldn't want some fucking asshole coming down and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna sap all the shit from this universe to remake my own." No, I don't want to do that. So, fortunately, there's like a little bit of a war going on on that aspect, but it's nothing too crazy, I imagine. But Alexander would do that. And
So-
Alexander has.
Just to recap a bit. The Withering is a byproduct of the Avenoirs making hundreds of totems.
Hundreds is an understatement. They're
Great.
humans that have been alive for over 250 years.
Great. Okay.
As politicians and head of a city that they've founded
They're politicians?
during war times. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not exactly in, well, a rough spot, I'd say. They're kind of in a position where if you hold that position for that long, usually people try to kill you, which people probably have, but what are you gonna do against someone who's walking around, with literal pockets of life in their hand? puffing that shit like goddamn, like it's expo marker.
Looking at.
Hmm?
You keep looking at something, and
I'm just. Oh, yeah, I keep staring south because, you know, the big bright ball of light that's over there.
Fair.
But, you know, it's. I'd hate to say it is what it is, but. For now, it is what it is.
On some lighter news, I got my machine working.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna set up like a thing with the dragon, which is, you know, you keep basically it's like a perpetual motion machine, but it's powered by the fucking Ender Dragon.
Lovely. I'm sapping energy from a gift of Iris, essentially.
That's even better. I'm
Okay,
glad you figured
lovely.
that out. Sorry, I couldn't be of more assistance.
I mean, if you want help improving it, as long as we don't permanently fuck up the nether. That's fine. There goes Riva.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to just... I understand that energy has to come from somewhere, but...
I see. Well, the nether, well, I didn't know that the nether was as established as it was. I thought it was, you know, well, in my old universe, it was like blazes, gas, wither skeletons, like zombie pigmen. But now there's like there's a thriving place there. There's shit there.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't know. I wouldn't have posited the question. Wouldn't have posited as a.
It's fine. You didn't know, and I mean, if anything, it just motivated me to do this. But I don't know the progress Solar's been making. It's kind of been a while. I've been keeping my distance.
Yeah.
I was awake for like a whole month and then crashed. It was not a fun experience.
Question: is Solar being an asshole to Riva?
Not that I'm aware, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm assuming Jeg's not a fan either.
It's Jeg. They're not gonna openly do anything bad to Riva, but like there's some hidden stuff.
I mean, you know, I try to be nice to everybody. Yeah, sorry.
Like I can almost hear them now.
Yeah, it's like you can almost hear me now. Hi, Jaw. Hey.
Hey.
You are so difficult to get a hold of. You know that?
Which one is this?
I said I sent the normal one away.
Hi.
I'm so normal built. You have no idea.
So, what have you been doing here?
Let's go inside the community center. I don't want things observing us. Also, I'm kind of scared if, you know, Trashy ever finds out about the multiverse.
He's not tough shit.
You met him?
Unfortunately, in passing.
Fuck.
So, once again, what have you been doing here?
Helping with our little project. I spent a while in the Nether. That was fun. Lots of time with Solar. A big fan of Solar. But what can I say? They just have me so busy slaving away at this big... What would you call it again?
I don't know what... Mentally processing a lot right now. Move on.
Whatever the case. Right now, they've got me on a new project. Less gathering supplies, more... Well, let's just say I've been working on my disguise skills, as you can see. We're killing Draw.
Yeah, I assume that would be the case. So,
All right. Yeah.
What is the actual plan? Weapon? You know, the method? What's going on? You know what happened when we fucked that up last time.
Well, I call it an X, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the bait. Solar's
There
gonna
you
pull the
go.
trigger. Oh,
The weapons
thank
you
you
asked for.
so much. Perfect.
Also, it's finished.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to ask or should I?
What are we asking?
You go ahead.
Did your parents make the withering?